customer service was interesting. While the people were nice, the rules they had set were very unique to me. I attempted to call and try and pick up the food, but they told me they don't cook the shellfish and the seafood in separate oils. I'm allergic to shellfish, so no go for me. But I still got a bunch of food. My sister and my wife gonna try it, so I'm gonna get out of here. This is the first place in Atlanta I've been able to call ahead for my order. Everybody else, they don't take no call-ins, no walk-ins, no nothing. You can barely order food. For me and my family, the rules just wasn't for us. We just not their target audience. For the record, afterwards, I did walk in and they did recognize me and they attended the services, but I respectfully declined. I'm a normal person. I pay for my food like everybody else. I walk in spots like everybody else. We are all normal people. Respectfully, if you're not gonna do it then, don't do it now. God bless you. I tipped him personally another $1,000. Because yes, the rest of the staff was really nice and the food was really good. But that waiter, he deserved every bit of it.
I came to him and from the whole time, he kept good customer service. I even flipped it from, I told him to go, then I switched it up, said no, I want to stay here. He still kept his composure, still, you know, gave good customer service.
I'm cool with the split the tip. I'm cool with everybody else, but I want you to personally know that we appreciate you. Thank you. So I want you to personally get your own tip.
So what's your
I'm a zealot to you.
Where you under? Your phone number, what is it?
I'm gonna sing another $1,000.
Oh God. And you stay blessed.
We in Atlanta, I haven't been able to call my order in at 95% of the places I went to. So my family went in and picked it up for me. I'm gonna show you everything I got and we're gonna try it and rate it 1 through 10. Chopped cheese nachos, the original chopped cheese. Last but not least, the grown-up grilled cheese panini. I will not lie and tell you I'm not excited, because I am. I'm gonna be 100% honest, but I'm very excited. She gave us some Rasta pastas, and in my opinion, absolutely amazing. I smashed. It's a 9.4 out of 10. It's high.
That is.
I love pasta. It's 2 minutes later, by myself. Solo dolo. This thing was stacked up here, all the way over here. I smashed. This made my whole Atlanta trip. I'm forever grateful and forever appreciative for the hospitality and just to be in this moment. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Y'all be safe. I'm gonna be very transparent and honest. I am frustrated. Me and my family just trying to eat food. That's all we trying to do. At the same time, I am frustrated. I understand we are all humans. I do not agree. I do not support. I do not condone shaming this business based on my experience. Like, in Atlanta has definitely been a unique experience for me and something I'll never forget. Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, genuinely. But I'm a normal person and I want to be treated like everybody else. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Y'all be safe. And I'm not playing. I understand everybody got their own opinions on situations, but don't go leaving them 0-star reviews. You ain't never been here before. If you like to, come experience it yourself and then leave your reviews. But just leaving a review based on my experience is crazy in my opinion. God bless you.
Let's pause real quick. Why my head look like a cursor around?
This is a different approach from my usual. It is Kativa or tea with Kativa or Kativa with the T. I don't know, but shout out to my auntie Kimmy. She the one who gave me the little, yeah.
Okay, I really tried it with these shades, but I just had to represent because I love my shades. So I don't know if you can really hear me well. I don't have a microphone, unfortunately. My microphone isn't working. It's the weirdest thing, guys. Kelly Stamps, how do you do this, girl? Like, how do you do this? How do you do this? Guys, a little bit of a background about me. I am from South Florida. My background is basically hospitality, and not just any hospitality. I used to work for Hilton. And let me tell you, working for Hilton, you had to be on your Zoom, honey. You had to be on your A game. Like, you had to be professional at all times. And of course, I remember when I was working with them, they literally instilled in me their acronym, which was OPOC. I never forget it even to this day, and it has been many of years since I worked for Hilton. But one thing I can say, OPOC, they pride themselves on that. And what OPOC is outrageously pleasing your guests. Literally. Outrageously pleasing your guests. They did not like the word customers because in their eyes, people who checked into any hotels of Hilton's was not customers. They were in fact a guest, obviously, you know. Honor members or Hilton honor members, you still had to go out of your way to please them and make sure they feel at home, you know, make sure they feel comfortable so they can come back and stay with Hilton. I developed a sense and skill of precise and prestige, expertise in customer service, being customer friendly, and so it's fall, y'all. I moved here to Atlanta. Atlanta humbled me. Atlanta humbled me very quickly. The thing I noticed about Atlanta, their professionalism is out the window. Out the window. Their customer service, deplorable. Non-existent. They are not customer friendly here at all. They're not consumer friendly. They do not value the customers. None of that. None of it. None of it. And I come from Florida, and you already know Florida's unhinged at times, okay? On the flip side of Florida, yeah, they are unhinged. But one thing I can say about Florida, when that money is green, oh baby, because I like the nature behind me. Let me switch it up a little bit, y'all. One thing I can say, the common denominator here in Atlanta for some of these establishments, especially in the restaurant industry, well, for the restaurants that we're speaking of, they aren't really that much of consumer friendly. From some of the videos, and not to be biased, but some of the videos that I have watched on TikTok, a lot of the customers are speaking on like price gouging, right? Outrageous pricing for the quantity of the food, not even the quality, but the quantity of the food. And we're not even going to speak about rules and regulations because woof. And then not only that, like even to get to these places, like pay so much money even for parking. Now I have experienced that, like literally paid almost $20 just to park my car somewhere and then get into an establishment, and it was just, yeah. One person on TikTok even mentioned that she visited establishments and they gave them a time frame in order to eat, and in order for their party to eat their food and leave, kind of thing. I get both sides of that as well. But in that same video, the lady was stating, for example, let's just say that she got to the establishment, she got to the restaurant, and they were like, okay, well, you only have 90 minutes to eat your food and like basically get up out of here. They didn't say it in those words, guys, okay? But they were just basically, in so many words, just saying, hey, we have a time frame on when you can be here and you're gonna have to go, kind of thing. Okay, respectful. But the person in the video also mentioned that if it's going to take me over 60 minutes to get my food and enjoy my food, you have to be kidding me. On top of that, the pricing and the customer experience and so forth. Like, it's crazy here. We're excited that Keith Lee is here is because he's shining the light on what a lot of us have been saying for so many years. Pre-COVID and post-COVID, okay? We've been saying these things for so long, and finally it took a celebrity like himself to shine the light on what's really happening here in Atlanta. It's gotten to the point, guys, it has gotten to the point that Cardi B had something to say about it. You know what?
First thing first, right? I feel like Atlanta restaurants, they don't like to make money. I feel like they don't like people. They don't like their customers. They just don't fucking like it. First thing first, right? You could barely order in Atlanta restaurants. Like you go like, hey, I would like to make order. Oh yeah, we don't take orders. We don't take orders. It gets to the point that I literally have to I have to tell like people that order food for me, like, can you just name drop my name? Because first, they don't do no pickup orders. They don't do deliveries. They just don't do shit. Second, Atlanta restaurants, right? They be closed on the most random shits. Like, it's like you look at you go looking for a restaurant on Google and it's like, oh, this shit look good. Oh, they closed. What is that? What do you mean? Y'all niggas is closed Monday through Wednesday? Or they'll just have the most random days closed. Like, oh, they close on Tuesday. Or like, it's just the most random shit. Like, it's like, y'all motherfuckers don't like making bread. Like, I don't fucking get it. I don't get it. And then with some Atlanta restaurants, I be noticing too that it's like, it's either they open too late or they close too early. Like, motherfuckers be closing like at 6 o'clock, or will take a fucking it's just insanity. And it's always the food wait is so busy. It's so busy. Like, I feel bad for Atlanta residents. Y'all have to go through. Thank you, Jesus. I'm famous, but even me being famous is like a hassle. It's a hassle. Motherfuckers don't like making money out there. Like in New York, a restaurant is gonna open up early and gonna close up fucking late. They're gonna serve you all the motherfucking time. Like even with the bougie restaurants, like I even with the bougie restaurant, it's not as bad as fucking like the Atlanta service. It's like the Atlanta, like it's almost like it's like they treat you like they doing you a favor, like they doing you a favor. Like y'all want motherfuckers to come back. Y'all want people to come back. It is extremely bougie. Like eating in Atlanta is extremely bougie. And I just thought it was me. But now that I see that other people feel that, or maybe sometimes
Even for Cardi B to speak up on it, it says a lot, guys. She literally said it all, to be honest with you. Even though I'm not a fan of Funky Diva anymore, but Funky Diva said he had to move back to Miami because when he lived here, like this is getting off the subject or getting sidetracked just a smidget. But remember Funky Diva mentioned that the reason why he moved back home for numerous reasons, but one of the reasons was the fact that here in Atlanta, it is so much scamming going on, many fraudulent things going on here. And he's like, it's not even the people of Atlanta, it's actually major corporations and businesses that are doing some crazy stuff here. And he's like, I gotta go back home. Mentioned the real milk and honey. Now I know you guys are getting tired of hearing about that or whatever. This video, by the way, it's down now. They did delete the video, but the fact that they made the video in response to Keith Lee review, which I believe Keith Lee review, he handled that with grace. He handled that with grace, because had it been anybody else, let me tell you, they would have been nothing of, okay, let me not.
See this Keith Lee video about the real milk and honey?
And who is this Keith Lee?
This response is so brilliant because it is very indicative of how they view customer service and how they view their customers. The business owners in Atlanta seem to think that their customers are there to serve them and not the other way around. They act as if their customers need them and they don't need their customers. From the ridiculous rules to the fees that are applied to literally everything, they act as if just because they open their business in Atlanta, that their business is a luxury. Your business isn't a luxury. If anything, your business is an inconvenience to everybody. Something that they actually posted. Do you think that any reputable business would ever post something like this? First of all, the rules that they came up with contradict each other, and they're so unserious with the things that they're saying. Because you can open a business doesn't mean that you should. People will do anything to make a name for themselves, even if that name is synonymous with bad customer service and failure. But again, the response is exactly how they treat their customers. None of it was shocking. It was very telling. It was very on brand. To even say who is Keith Lee, as quiet as it's kept, I didn't know who the hell Milk and Honey was. He could have introduced you to a wider audience on a good note, but instead, this is the route that you chose to take because this is the way that you treat your customers. This is the way that you handle business, and I can only see failure for you. But some examples got to be made, and hopefully you are one of those examples.
Keith Lee being who he is, you know, very genuine, humble person. He's like, I don't want to be treated as a celebrity. I just want to be treated as a regular customer. And that's exactly what he got. He got treated just like a regular customer. Now you see how we get treated. You see how we get treated. Cardi B said it herself. She didn't want to drop her name until she literally had to. And majority of the time, she have to drop her name in order to get some food. Guys. Keith Lee has been down here for a week. About a week. I think Keith Lee and his family are probably leaving now. But the fact that most of his time is spent trying to get food here in Atlanta, that says a lot. That says a lot. In fact, that is insane. Honey. Some of these restaurants need to sit back and reevaluate everything. They need to retrain their staff. even the boss, the CEOs need to be retrained as well, or at least take some type of, get a refresher, take a class, take a course. And then also business owners out there, take a step back, reevaluate everything, but also listen to your consumers, listen to your customers, listen to them. Because if it's not for your customers, you would not have your establishment, you would not have nothing. Listen to them. And that says a lot coming from me, because I had to learn that as well. Listen to your customers and apply what's needed. We want good food and good service with it, and not have to break a neck, arm, and leg for it, basically, if that makes sense. We're willing to pay, but at the same token, we're paying for so much more and receiving so less. Another video that stood out to me the most as well, from Forks and Flavor. I'm just gonna go ahead and insert his video.
Listen, y'all really got to understand it from a business perspective, okay? We don't take call-in orders because there's scammers in Atlanta, all right? So we'll take a call-in order, they'll order a whole bunch of stuff and never come pick it up. Who pays for that? We do. They will call in the order, manually give us their credit card information. We have to manually enter it into the system, and then guess what? 2-3 days later, they do a chargeback to their bank. We can't dispute it because why? We keyed in the credit card number. So when y'all get upset about us not taking call-in orders, you gotta think about things from the business owner's perspective. I don't want to lose money. I'm not in this business to lose money. So the scammers in Atlanta specifically are the reason why we don't take call-in orders, period.
It is, wow. Is this rain? I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna have to end the video right now, guys. But go ahead, you know what, let's chit chat in the comments down below. We know what you think about this whole Keith Lee saga going on, because it's real here, guys. It's real. It has gotten real, honey. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and I love you all. Bye.